Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Or is that a stick? No, not a stick. Not a stick. Big one. A big one. That's the one, baby. That's the big one I've been wanting. Come on. Come on. Come on. No, 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 no. Oh my gosh, big one. Well, what's going on, folks? Welcome back to the Uncut Bass Fishing Channel. My name is Tyler, and my goal on this channel, just like my other channel, Tyler's Real Fishing, is to help you guys become better bass anglers by showing you a totally uncut, unedited bass fishing day. All the backlashes, all of the mistakes, and maybe, hopefully, all the big bass triumphs are captured on these videos. Now, today we are on one of my favorite new lakes to fish around the house, and it is just full of good chunky fish, along with some giants that I hope we can hook into today, but if not, we're gonna have a good time. And as with every video on the channel, it is sponsored by my merch brand called Infinite Outdoors. Now, the goal of this merch is twofold. One, the name Infinite Outdoors means there are infinite possibilities of making memories, having fun in the outdoors with your friends and family. That's the first meaning. And the second is, as a man of faith, I believe in a God who loves us infinitely, that he would send his son to die on the cross for our sins so that we can come to know him and have a relationship with him. So I will have my merch links below. I've got hats of the stitch variety, leather patch hats. I've got AFCO sun shirts, the AFCO Reaper sweatshirt in case it's still cold where you are when you're watching this. No pressure at all, but if you want to support the Infinite Outdoors brand, that helps this channel continue to grow. Now, this may feel a little bit different than your average Uncut because I'm trying to film different parts of videos for my main channel, Tyler's Real Fishing, along with this Uncut. So there may be a few cuts, so technically not uncut, but to the best of my ability, it's gonna be uncut and you're gonna see some big bass. Now, as far as conditions go, we have early spawn time of the year. The fish in this body of water have probably only been on beds for maybe a week or two. I was out here just over a week ago and I caught some good fish up shallow, some good chunks, but those are mostly males getting ready to spawn. The females were sitting out here in about the 4 to 8 foot depth zone right here. So I really think with 1 week of warm weather, hopefully there should be some bigger ones up shallow. Only downside is that we had a really cold night last night. It was like 42 degrees. Hopefully shouldn't affect these fish because it's been so warm. If they're shallow, hopefully they stay there. But enough chit chat, let's get to the bass catching action. Now, in the first few minutes of the Uncut, I wanted to film a frog fishing video. So I pulled out the pad perch, worked my way around the pond, and eventually caught my first fish. Yes, sir, get in here. Oh, what a fun way to start. And right after that, my second fish. There's one. Gosh. Pretty soon after these catches, though, I realized the frog bite was probably not the best one today. So I kept fishing, got one more bite. One. Come on, big one. What a dang subtle bite. What a subtle bite. I was just about to call it quits, and I'm glad I didn't. And after that catch, we find ourselves here to continue the Uncut. So I've still got the frog. I just don't think the fish are really here right now. They were a week ago. And you'll see me talk more about that in the frog videos I'm making out here. But I really think these fish a week ago on the full moon were maybe a wave of males pushed up shallow to spawn. But that day I didn't catch a single female up shallow. All the females I caught were basically where my kayak is sitting in like 6 to 8 feet of water. And so I expected coming here today that even early in the morning, you know, it's been cold. I thought, you know, who cares? It's been warm in the afternoons. There's probably females that are with those males from a week ago up on the bed, and that just has not been the case. I worked the entire bank over there. My buddy worked the entire bank over here, and I mean, I haven't talked to him yet, but I didn't hear any hooting and hollering, so I don't think he caught a big one, and I sure as heck didn't catch a big one. So it's gonna probably end up being a draggy type of day. I might throw a little bit of a swim bait, but I think just with the, I mean, it's dead calm. Absolutely dead out here. I would take some wind, that is for sure. Oftentimes I'm like, no, wind, go away, too much wind. But when you have none of it, you definitely wish you had some of it. So we're back to Uncut. Like I said, it might have started a little bit odd there just because I'm trying to film some frog stuff. I've got a 5 days of frog video and on the main channel, and a video about how early you should be throwing a topwater frog. And you know what? I should be standing up so I can see beds if there are any. If there are any. This bank's kind of steeper though, honestly, which I like. I like for the frog. But pretty soon here, I'm putting the frog away. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put it away right now. I don't think this is the, this is L ticket. Okay, never mind, there's one. Gosh. I got one, a dang biggest one of the day. Why do I catch, okay. I wasn't ready for that fish catch. Son of a gun, it's like a 4.5 pounder. Why do I catch the biggest one when I've stopped filming the frog video? Classic. It's like the fish knows. He's like, haha, you were trying to prove a point for a video, so I'm gonna wait till you couldn't prove it and then I'm gonna bite. Dang it. My hook set was horrible. Execution was bad. Whenever I say the word execution, I think of when, what's his name? Brian, who's the coach at LSU now? Brian, he was at Notre Dame? Brian Kelly. When he was at Notre Dame, his team didn't play well in the first half, and the announcer asked, or the halftime show lady standing on the field, correspondent asked him how he feels about his team's execution. He said something like, yeah, I'm in favor of execution right now.
I'm in favor of execution. Maybe our entire team needs to be executed after tonight.
Oh my gosh. Goodness. Okay. Little Brian Kelly action, little frog action. Interesting. How right when I quit the dang frog video, they're biting it. Son of a gun. Too late now though, I already filmed the outro. Or the outro to that part, so. Oh well. Can't win them all. Interesting though, when I stood up to look for beds, I saw that this bank had a steeper edge to it. And that is 1,000,000% why these fish are here. These ones are not on beds. These are pre-spawners or post-spawners that are chilling. Oh my gosh. Holy cow. Back to back off the same exact cast. Why couldn't I have caught these 5 minutes ago? Yeah, welcome to YouTube, y'all. You try to film one thing, it doesn't work. So you give up on it, and then you immediately have success doing that thing. Come on. Come on, man. What a Dumbo. Although the key, if you watch my main channel, you see me talk about it the last two, or I guess the one frog video I did from this day, and the previous day I was out here, is that you just gotta work it slow. I mean, the last two, I've just been talking to y'all, and the fish came up to eat it. It's not like I was focusing and really popping it well. Matter of fact, both of those, it was just sitting there. Frog is just sitting there, that's all it's doing. I definitely wanna cast something else in there. I don't have a wacky rig rigged up, like the worm is not on, but I'm gonna get it right now. Let me get me a worm. Let me get me a wacky worm. Let me get me a wacky worm. KBD and honey candy. One of my favorite, just general 5-inch Ocho colors. I'm also gonna be filming today out here a 5-inch Ocho and a 6-inch Ocho video. Just a wacky rig, Texas rig, little 1-2 punch combo. All right. I'm fully expecting to get a bite right there. Unless that was the female and the male on a bed, which then I don't expect to get a bite. But with how calm it is, I can watch my line. So if I see a jump, I pretty well know there's a bass there. Check my drag, because we are drag queens around here. We support our local drag. We support our local, that's what we support. That's the only kind of drag around here. Man, my line cut me, I'm bleeding. I'm bleeding. I see red. Red. You know, as much as I want to keep throwing the frog, I'm just gonna plug with the wacky for a second in this little pocket. Because obviously it's fishy to a certain extent. Obviously, it's fishy, fishy, fishy. I really want to catch a dang megalodon today on a wacky worm. I hope they slide up shallow. We just had those post-frontal conditions that make it a bit tougher for them fish to want to slide up. They're probably going to do it at 3 p.m. when I'm gone. You know how it works. Hey, couldn't ask for a better start to an uncut. A little montage of what I did before I got started, and then I gave up on it, and then I caught some. All right. Make sure y'all stay tuned. Well, first of all, if you're not subscribed and you enjoy uncut bass fishing, I don't know how many videos I have on the channel at this point. Maybe 6, 7 uncuts up to this point. A few of them being old videos, just because they were cool. You can still go watch those on the main channel, I think, unless YouTube doesn't let me have the same video on 2 channels. But those were too cool not to share again, especially with some of y'all who maybe have never seen those on the main channel. So hopefully you enjoy them. Hopefully you've been enjoying. We're doing a giveaway. Matter of fact, probably my first time mentioning this. I'm doing a giveaway at 5,000 subscribers. Giving away a rod and reel combo. Haven't decided which one yet. Possibly a mock combo, possibly maybe I'll do the combo of your choice. How about that? Within reason. You can't get an Elite Series rod and a Elite TI reel. I'm gonna cap the rod at Signature Series price point, and I'm gonna cap the reel at the custom price point. So if you wanted to get this exact combo right here, Signature Series custom, you could, or you can get yourself a custom light shallow spool Signature Series, or you could go with a Mach 1 if you wanted to. We make the Mach 1 shallow spool bait casting reel. Comes in a combo for BFS fishing. So you could do that as well. I'm gonna put my buff up because the sun is already baking on me. I have all of the clothing that I wear linked in every video description as well. Those are AFCO affiliate links. For as long as I'm with AFCO, they're gonna be down there in the video description. They make some of the best fishing clothes out there. And one of the ways to help support me is by getting your fishing clothes through those links. All right, let's stand back up again, see if I can see a bed. Kind of have doubts about there being many beds. Although I see something. Is that a fish? Is that a fish? No, I don't think it is. Not a fish. Not a fish. Not a fish. Tell you what though, I like being in the shade. That was nice. I don't really like bacon. Bacon, I love bacon. Baking in the sun. Oh, I'd love to see a little tail sticking out of the water right about now. Good old-fashioned 8-pounder digging around in the dirt looking for crawdads. That's something that y'all saltwater fishermen have that we don't a whole lot, is the sight casting aspect. Got to be real finesse, make the perfect cast. You feel a sense of pride after making the perfect one. We've got that sometimes, for smallmouth especially. Smallmouth, we have that. And that's fun. In Uncuts, I usually have a reward for myself for catching. Is that a fish? I've got a bass. My line is stuck on my rod tip though. There we go. I've got a reward for catching a big one, and that is a sweet tea. Now today, with it being early morning, dang it, my worm. Early morning, I've got myself a spicy chicken biscuit from the Lord's House, Chick-fil-A. Got a spicy chicken biscuit with a package of honey with my name on it. But I have to catch a 5-pounder, a certified on the scale 5-pounder to eat it. And if I don't catch a 5, I'm just gonna eat it in the car when I get back in the car. But I hope to catch one, and I expect to catch one. That's why I'm making the mark so high, because I'm expecting it. You know what? I'm gonna try something new. It's a brand new bait Strike King just launched. Well, actually, you know what? It's in the car. I'm gonna fish a wacky worm down this bank. And a swim bait maybe. I might rig up a swim bait. But there's a new bait Strike King launched that I actually want to try out, called the tumbleweed. I've got a few in my car. And I left them there. Son of a gun. Big time bummer. Big time bummer. My FG not looking funky? Is my FG not looking funky? No, it looks okay. It looks all right. I am gonna tie up a swim bait though. I have been loving this kayak. This is the new Native Slayer LTE for light. Although actually I don't know if that's what LTE is supposed to stand for, but it does stand for that because it's a light kayak. It's a heck of a lot of fun to fish out of. Still super stable. Like I really don't feel any less stable in this kayak than I do my Titan X. And the Titan X is like half a foot wider, like 100 pounds or something heavier, but I still feel awesome in this kayak. I probably won't be putting any electronics on this either. This will just be my pond hopping yak. Now, my favorite swim bait recently has been the 5-inch and the 6-inch pre-rigged line through here. The only problem with it, at least rigging it on this rod, is that I don't know how to shove braid through the rigging hole on this bait. I don't know if you can. I mean, obviously it's a fishing lure, so they should design it for that, but it's such a thin hole. I don't know if I can get it through. I'm hoping I can. Yeah, I feel like it got to the end of the harness and it's not poking through. Oh, we're close. We're close, folks. We are CLOSE. And just having my buff down for 1 minute, I start feeling like I'm gonna burn, which is not good. Need to invest in some sunscreen. I do have it in my truck. I just keep forgetting to put it on, much to my wife's displeasure. And mom too, probably. My mom wouldn't be happy. Where the heck? I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing. Oh, here we go. Town of Palomar knot, Tyler. See, I need my spicy chicken biscuit because my brain is not working properly right now. Brain not functioning. There we go. There we go. I think 5 younder is going to come on this swim bait. That's my hope. It's a little bit calm for this bait, honestly, but I think it'll work. It's a 5-inch. It's more subtle. I can reel it very slow. Not as slow as the 6-inch, but still pretty slow. I hate when you're rigging something on braid and then your line just gets all kinds of tangled. All right, I'm gonna cast a wacky worm just right here, since I'm here. But yeah, I really want to fish the tumbleweed. Fish the tumbleweed. I gotta rig it on a different hook though. Actually, you know what? I'm not even gonna go to my truck if I don't have any Nico weights. If I don't have a Nico weight, I'm not going to use it because it's so light, it basically requires a Nico. Yeah, I don't have any, so we actually will not be using that today, but I am going to get thump gel, as I feel like on a day like today, having scent actually may be important. So I'm gonna go ahead and rub some thumpy thump on this wacky rig. Actually, no, I'm gonna wait till I use it again. Wait till I use it. Wait till I use it. All right, I'm gonna thumpus gel my swim bait though. Get that scent trail going. Not sponsored by Thump Gel. I do work with them on the TikTok shop, but I'm just trying out scent. Mr. John told me that scent is a big deal for swim baiting, so I'm gonna see if he's right. I'm still not a huge believer, but I'm working on it. I'm working on testing out my theories. This is chartreuse juice. Chartreuse juice. All right. Let's go swim baiting, folks. It is just so dead calm. I will take some wind, Lord. Come on, Lord, I will take some wind. Please. Please, Father. Give me some wind. Give me a little bit of wind. Don't know if we're gonna get it. There's one. There's one on the swim bait. That was quick. Whoa. Come on now, baby. Come on. Nice one. 2-pounder. Okay. Okay. Maybe the thump gel is working. Not a very hard bite, a subtle bite. A subtle off the bank bite. But that was quick. Quick to get a swim bait. Right after I put on the thumpus. If you want to check out Thump Gel, I don't know, you can buy it online probably. If you can buy it on Tackle Warehouse, I'll have it linked there. As always, my tackle and stuff I use, the kayak I'm using, the clothes I'm wearing, everything's linked down in the video description. Those are usually affiliate links. So if you shop using those, it helps me continue to make a living, which I would appreciate. But I don't know if Thump Gel's on Tackle Warehouse. So if they're not, just go to my TikTok, and it's in my right on my homepage. You'll see a little showcase, little like cart button and or basket button, and I've got Thump Gel on my TikTok shop. So that'd be the way you could help me continue to make a living there. If you believe in it, I don't know. I'm working on it. Okay, fishies. I do like that. I do like catching one on the swimmer. More fun than a wacky rig. Feels more manly. Even though my hook set wasn't anything manly. Didn't have to give them any kind of business. Oh. Did y'all see my rod tip there? I'm hoping, Kevin, zoom in on my rod tip on that bite there. That was intense. That was a bite. That was a heavy bite too. I'm curious as to how big this is. If I can get him to bite again. That was a big bite. I'm gonna back up. Make a bunch of casts toward that area. Might even make some wacky rig casts out there. Cause that was a thump and a half. That was a thump and a half. That was a thump and a half right there, brother. Come on now. Come on. Eat my swim bait again. One more cast and then we'll go with the wacky in this area. I figured if that fish was so aggressive the first time, why is he not still around to bite it again? That's my question. Okay, swim bait did not get that fish to eat. Let's go wacky. And I think I'm casting in the same area. I mean, I haven't really moved my kayak much. I'm hoping this is the cast. And I think I'm at the bottom. No, I've got the fish. Oh, I had him. I had him. I was like, why is my wacky worm not falling anymore? Because I know it's deeper out there. That fish came up to eat it. Oh, come on. I mean, my drag's like a little loose, but it's not bad. Wow. The old-fashioned follow-up got that fish to eat. But also didn't eat that super good. So, it's a bummer. Maybe third time's the charm. Maybe third time's the charm. Maybe not. But also, maybe not. I really need to be doing exactly what I don't know why I started talking there. I'm doing exactly what I need to be doing. Going slow, dragging around a worm. I do need to rig up my 6-inch Ocho though. That's a better follow-up bait for me out deep than a wacky worm is, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and rig that up now as well. 6-inch Ocho. Rigging it weightless because that's the best way to rig a 6-inch Ocho. The fall is delectable. It's got a whole lot of salt in it. It's heavy. Salt impregnated is the term they use in the industry. I'm not a big fan of that word for fishing, but you know, is what it is. It is what it is. And it falls about a foot every second and a half. So you kind of got to give it a second to fall down there, but it's delicious for these bass. They don't know what to do with it besides eat it up. Besides just gobble, gobble, gobble. And the bite on it honestly feels just like a jig bite. You're lifting, and the second you let it drop, donk. And you'll see I'm sure I'm gonna catch them on it. You don't have to actually give them the business on the hook that I'm using. I'm using the, just the normal gauge Gaia, the normal gauge wire VMC red line wide gap. It's not super heavy duty. I wouldn't punch with this hook, it would bend out. But if I'm just open water casting, I like this hook a lot for dragging around, for Carolina rigging, that kind of stuff. Super sharp. And I need to put my buff back on. I hate putting this on because y'all can't see my face. I love, even though y'all are behind your TV screens right now or your phone screen, I still like feeling like I'm interacting with y'all. And I don't feel that when I'm behind the buff. It feels like I'm about to rob a bank or something. But I know it's good for my face. It's good for me. Sometimes you gotta do what's good for you. Yeah, I'd like to be throwing a chatterbait and a hybrid hunter, not fishing a slow-moving, oh, a widgeon. Hello. Hello, widgeon. A slow-moving worm. But in the pre-spawn, spawn time, when it gets tough, you gotta get to dragging around. And it's not rocky enough for me to want to drag a space monkey. That's my favorite creature bait to drag around. Would it work? It could. But I like a worm around grassy bodies of water. That's just my personal preference. All right. Seems like that was a loner fish out here that wanted the swim bait and nothing else. Oh, the wacky rig once. He wanted the wacky once. So I'm gonna go ahead and reel this Texas rig up and get back to fishing the swimmer. Because that bite is vicious and I like it. Oh my gosh. First cast back with the swim bait. Wow. Okay. That is like so good to see. Oh man. Oh man. That one didn't line through. That one did not get the line through action. I shouldn't have lost that fish. Gosh. Another one. Holy cow. They are all up in here. And look at this. 5-inch swim bait got us a single scoop bass. Not even a single, it's a half scoop. So don't be intimidated by 5-inch swim baits. They're not intimidating at all. They are not at all intimidating. Okay, there's some dang fish right here. There's some dang fish. But no big ones. I have a feeling today that's gonna be the case. I'm gonna catch a lot of small males and finally maybe find a female. That's the hope. That's the hope. Have hope, not dope. That's what I say. That is what I say. Okay, well that was 2 fish back to back. Let's go in there shallow with the wacky worm. I'm gonna put a little bit of thump gel on it. I need to carry around a towel, a little hand towel, so I can apply this stuff with my finger and not worry about just having thump gel juices on my fingers. Because nobody wants to have garlicky, oily smell, or really feel. But that's the best way to get it on there, is by doing that. Although I guess that's what you wear fishing pants for. These are the AFCO all-day pant, and they're super nice. I love them. I wore them to the Bassmaster Classic for 2 days, to the expo. They're classy enough to wear to an event, to wear to church, but they're also, I guess, super stain resistant, they say. So that's why I'm wearing them. Because in the kayak, you gotta wade to push it in the water, and then you gotta rub your fingers on your pants. All right. Come on, wacky rig eaters. The second I put the swim bait down to fish a cleanup lure, it doesn't work. These fish seemingly want to eat something moving today. As I've gotten more fish on that than anything else. More bites on that. Frog and swim bait. Yeah, I'm putting this away. Putting this away for now. I will come back to it if I miss a bite shallow. And if I miss a bite deep, I've got the 6-inch. Let me put some back on this swim bait here. As if the bite's gonna be tough, I'd rather use everything to my advantage. Give myself a little chartreuse advantage, as they say. All right, no one said that. Chartreuse advantage is not a term. Swim, swim, swim. Now make sure y'all stay tuned for the comment challenge. Later on in this video, maybe when I catch my 5 and I'm eating my reward, my spicy chicken biscuit, Maybe then we'll do the comment challenge. It's probably what we're going to do. And the comment challenge is pretty self-explanatory. It's a challenge that you have to comment something based on my prompt. And I pick a random commenter to win a free fishing lure shipped straight to your house. Usually it's the one that I'm catching them on in the Uncut. Today though, it's kind of been a collection of things, so I might just pick one of the three. Probably a wacky worm setup or a Texas rig setup is my guess. As to what I'll do. All right, Big One. Where are you at, Big One? Let's stick to off the bank a little bit for this section here. Oh, that was a bite. That was a bump. He bumped the stump. I highly doubt that braided line is a hindrance to these fish. Highly doubt it. They don't see a whole lot of pressure here, so probably don't matter. Zinger. Oh, I see some wind. There's wind on the other side of the pond. Yes. Good. Give me a little bit of that. It's been too dang calm. Oh, come on now. That was a fish. That was a fish. I'm going in with the wacky. Not a good cast. Too shallow. I mean, too deep. Too deep. There we go. That'll do, donkey. Come on, eat it. Eat it. Come on and eat it. Just eat it, eat it. Wow. They don't want a follow-up, huh? Huh? Confusing. Don't like that. Shocking, shocking, shocking. Color me shocked, or don't color me at all. Wow. I am shocked. I am. Swim bait. Swim. Swim, swim, swim. I'm diving in. I'm going deep. In over my head I wanna be. The river's deep, the river's wide, the river's water is alive. So sink or swim, I'm diving in. I need to get more parallel. Stop dinking around, Tyler. Make a parallel cast, big boy. There we go. That's the one. All right. Oh, come on. Dude, there must just be a bunch of rinky dinks up there. Because they're hitting it hard, but with that kind of a bite, normally I expect to catch that fish. Yeah, and a big aggressive one would come back for it the next cast. So I'm not real confident. Those are big fish. But I am confident that I want to stand. So lift that up a little bit. There we go. There we go. That feels bigger. That feels bigger. That might be my 5. That might be my 5. Come on. Come on, baby. Get in here. Yeah, it's big. I don't think it's 5 though. But it's a fun one. But it's a fun one. Get in here. I could have lost that fish. Yes, sir. Line through did its job. 3-ish younder. Over 3 for sure. Gosh, that hook got in good. Oh no. Almost lost my rod. All right. Yeah, 3-pounder. Beautiful. Healthy fish though. Probably a female if I had to guess. Just hanging off the bank. Cast about 10 feet off the bank there. So let's keep doing that. As it's obvious these fish want to eat something bigger, something that's moving. So I need to give them that option. And if they are big enough, goodness, do they gobble it? Do they gobbledygook it? What's going on? Good, how are you? Yeah, nice one. Honestly, the one thing I don't like about fishing this bait on braid is that when you set the hook, I mean, yeah, I guess it gets them good, but like I set and it's strong. I can't, like, if they're big, I can't pull that fish, which I don't know if that's good or bad. I just like to feel like that I'm giving them the business and it's like a solid hook set. It's a solid swing that just keeps going. And maybe that's just a kayak thing, that when I swing, the kayak kind of goes the other way. Yeah, that's probably what it is. I don't think it's actually a braid thing now that I think about it. Like that, obviously I gave him the business enough, but I was not able to really swing on that fish like I want to, like I feel like I should. But that was fun. That was fun, 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 fun. Yeah, we got a little crosswind coming, a little northeast wind. A little bit of post-frontal wind. What I would do for some clouds right now. I'm like the if you give a mouse a cookie guy right now. If you give an angler some wind, he's gonna want some clouds. If you give an angler some clouds, he's gonna want stained water, not clear water. If you give an angler clear water, he's gonna want a swim bait. And if you give an angler a swim bait, he's gonna want some wind and a glass of sweet tea. What am I doing? I'm off the bank now. Come on, get back to your zone. Make parallel cast. I want my 5-pounder so bad. I want my spicy chicken biscuit. Spicy chicken biscuit. La 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 la. I want my spicy chicken biscuit. There are 10-pounders in this pond, so don't know where they are, but I want to catch one. I caught a 6-ish and lost a 6 last time I was here. I don't know where they at. Gosh, I just broke off. You kidding me? What just bit me off? Wow, I must have had a fray in it. All right, no more throwing that swim bait on braid. That's a bummer. I don't think I have any more of those swim baits with me. Pretty sure that was my only one. Shoot a monkey, brother. Wow. I don't think I do. Wah, wah. So I want to throw a swim jig. This is the new Outcast Tackle. JT Tompkins. What's the jig? The not the comeback jig. What's it called? I'll have a link below. It's a brand new jig we just launched. The Justice jig. Should be called the Justice jig. That'd be a good name for a jig. And on the back of it, I'm gonna put a mock craw. And I'm gonna swim this thing around a little bit deeper. And you know what? I'm also gonna dip it in methylate JJ's Magic, the stuff. I don't have a whole lot of confidence in thump gel yet, but I do have confidence in JJ's Magic. I know dipping your claws in that works. Oh dang! I broke off on a knot in my line. I kept feeling something as I would cast. And I guess that was a knot that was going through my guides. Shoot. That's not good. All right, so take that back. It wasn't the swim bait's fault or the braid's fault. It was I had a knot in my line. And a single granny knot just creates a very weak point that you don't want to have. But I don't really ever throw a swim jig out deeper, just dragging it around. Mostly I'm doing the old Alabama shake method with it up in shallow grass and buggy whips. So I'm looking forward to seeing if I can catch some out deeper on this thing. It's got a big old 4-aught or 5-aught VMC Redline flipping hook in it. I mean, it's a beast of a swim jig. It's a beast of a swim jig. Okay. Caution. Under pressure. Open slowly. Do I have to shake it? No. Oh, dang it. No. I already dripped on my finger. Shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. I'm going to have pink fingers the rest of today. That's a bummer. Yeah. I got a pink pointer finger. It's gonna smell like garlic. Yeah. It's not what you want. I don't paint my nails, y'all. Don't accuse me of that, all right? Don't accuse me. I just had JJ's Magic sit on my finger. All right, let's see about a bluegill swim jig. Casting it around the same areas I was fishing the Zal Dangerous swim bait. Honestly, kind of curious. See if I can catch me a big one doing this. I kind of bet that I can. And I think I also currently have grass stuck on my pedal drive system. So let me go ahead and see if I can get that. Nope. The second I turn my pedals, I caught him. All right. Let's unlock that. Let's get this. The pedal drive is so difficult to line it up and get it out. There we go. Thank you, my friend. All right. No. Ah. Oh, I did not go to the truck to get the dang tumbleweed. Darn it. Well, that's okay. I'll be fine without it. I don't think they're gonna bite super good on it today anyways. Water's a bit too dingy. Now this is the kind of jig you have to give them the straight up double business because the hook is just so big. It's got a beef stick on it. Probably need to be standing up, if I was honest. Do. Yeah, I'm gonna stand up. Standing up. Although if I'm retrieving a swim jig this slow, maybe I should have gotten a rage craw, not a mock craw. Rage craw has a little more action to it. Oh well, we'll try this out. Don't think a 3/8 ounce swim jig has the same drawing power as a 5-inch white swim bait though. Honestly, with this wind that we have acquired, a thunder cricket, just a white thunder cricket might work. Because these fish seem to be back to the pre-spawn. They're not on bed. And I apologize if the wind gets a little windy on my audio today. I'd much rather have that than no wind. Because I did not bring a microphone. Did not assume we'd have much wind. And I think I'll be okay. I'm really thinking I need to be off the bank. I think late in the afternoon, maybe some females would move up, but not caught any big ones up against the bank like I thought I would after the week of warm weather we had before last night. I'm normally a little more talkative on my uncuts, but today I'm kind of trying to figure it out. Trying to put the puzzle pieces together. My friend just caught one over there. Looked to be about a 1-pounder. Seems to be all that's biting today. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm feeling about a swim jig. That white swim bait just, man, it's like a beacon down there for those fish to come find. The finesse little 3/8 ounce swim jig is not a beacon. I'm gonna stick with it through this point up here, and then if I don't get a bite, I'm gonna switch to the Thunder Cricket. Trying to do better at switching lures this year, not being so cemented in my, preconceived ideas as to what the bite's gonna be on a certain day. Oh, we got a little mama duck with baby ducks. So cute. So cute. What was that? What just boiled right here? I think I need to stick to that side. That's where I got my big bites last time. On the more industrial side of this pond. There we go. There we go. On this. Oh my goodness. He's on my GoPro. Gosh. Biggest one of the day. On my camera right now. Holy cow. How in the world did that happen? Is this my 5? Is this my 5? I don't know. It's the biggest one. It's the biggest one. Come on. Come on. Yes. Gosh. Holy smokes. What a chunk. Oh my gosh. That's a beef boy right there. He's not 5, but he's pushing 4. Goodness. Need to get an Instagram story of this one. Goodness. Fatty on the jackpot jig, baby. Look at where that red line big hook got him. He was not coming off. Even wrapped me around the camera. I had to give him slack for a second. Stinking almost 4. Just fat as can be. Gosh, what a jig. First fish on this thing. I'm impressed so far. Absolute chunk right there. I know I said he was almost 4. I need to start weighing these things so I get my eye scale back. Because I've been a little over zealous about fish weights this year. Almost every big one I've caught, I thought it was bigger before I weighed it. So if I said almost 4, let's see. Let's see. Yep, 3.44. Man, my eye scale is not quite right this year. 3.5 pounder. But a chunk. A nice sized chunk. Man, to catch a 5, I gotta catch a big one. All right. Not impossible. That definitely makes me think that the one I called a 6 last time was a 5. It was big. It was way bigger than that one, but I don't think he was 6. Okay, cool. Straight braid on that jig is the way to go. And it gives me a lot more confidence to keep doing this. And literally just slow. I wasn't even like reeling that. I'm just dragging it. I'm just dragging that jig out deeper. Wasn't even like a thump. It was just a heaviness there, a heavy heart. Oh, that wind feels good. That wind feels good. I don't know, a little too much though. Gosh, there we go. That was a knock. That was a knock. Heck yeah, swim jig, baby. Swim jig on the jackpot. And yeah, if you give them the business, look at where that guy got hooked, in the eyeball hole. If you give them the business on this jig, they are not coming off. Wow. All right, sick. I like that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. My camera died. Looks like it's time to get a new chest mount battery. All right, how fun. I think this point here sticks out a little bit. So I'm gonna fish this a little slower out here. Nice though. Gaining me some confidence in a slower swim jig. I'm literally just working it like a swim bait. No different. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum-bum. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum-bum. All right, well, now that I stand up, the wind is really affecting me here. I'm acting as the wind, what's it called? The dang, and when you're sailing, the sail. That was dumb. What do you do when you're sailing? You use a sail. Come on, 5-pounder. Please. Baby, won't you come my way? That wind has shifted like, what direction is this? East? East wind? Yeah. How about looking for beds? How about looking for them beds up here? How about using my eye scope? How about using that eye scope of mine? I don't live scope, I eye scope. Now, I live scope too. But I like eye scoping more. Yeah, I'm not seeing any beds. Water's also kind of dirty. This is not the most clean looking place. Gosh, there was one. Holy cow. Unreal. It's one of the darkest fish I've seen in here. This dude's been up shallow for a long time. Goodness. Not a really healthy one either. But I'm just pitching the swim jig and literally swimming it around. That camera's still good. We're still going. Wow. All right. That guy was probably on a bed then. Just literally couldn't see him. Heck yeah. Heck yeah, brother. Just doing the old Alabama shake on that one. As best as I can in the wind here. There's a white area right here. I wonder if this is a bed. Don't think so. A better thing for this technique is the 6-inch Ocho. I'm more efficient with a swim jig, but I think you catch a bigger fish if you go slower with the Ocho. It's just a lot of fun to swim this thing around. Never hear me complain about a swim jig bite. If there's one, I'm gonna find it. But I'm proud of myself. The swim jig's a lure. I said I was gonna fish more in 2025. And so far, I've done that a little more at least. Not a whole lot, not every time I go out, but I've fished it a little more. And it seems like having this red line hook in here actually kind of gives you some leeway for bad hook sets, because I've had 1 or 2 of those fish that have hook set to the left and I'm not strong that way, and it still got them good, because that hook has a coating on it. A really good coating helps the hook slip in there. That's why I use it on all my drop shots and on all my Texas rigs. That's why I replace the treble hooks, unless the fish are giant. I replace them with the VMCs, because the red line is just a really good, soft, smooth hook. Oh, I wish I had put my power pull on this one though, on this kayak right now. I thought about it, I left it at home. Come on now. Don't you fall out of the kayak. Rod. And by this point, y'all have seen the long, like 3-hour uncut with my dad and I in the XTR. I mean, in the XTR, Bonafide, where I lost my rod in the water. My dad had to hook it. The fish was still on there that took my rod into the water. That was crazy. Kind of stuff you don't see super often, but that was crazy. Trying to catch a big one for my online tournament. All year long I run a tournament called the TRF Challenge Cup. There we go. On Fishing Chaos. And this month, and I'm filming this being March, probably comes out in April, the video, is a 3-fish limit. So your longest 3 fish. And there's different regions, it's free to join. And if you are the winner of your region, you win a mock combo. Shipped straight to your doorstep. We'll have different prizes for the future months. I'll have Evolution give away some stuff. I'll have Strike King and Lose give away some stuff. We'll have some, actually wait, Lose already gives away the mock combos. We'll find some more giveaways. We'll do some an AFCO bundle. Something like that. All right, swim jig. Having fun with it, baby. Having fun with it. Baby, won't you come my way? Oh, I can't wait for I can't wait. Rephrase that. It's gonna be fun when there's one. Yes, sir, nice. Nice, all right, get up here where the wind's blowing and they're eating. It's gonna be fun when the post-spawn, early morning shad spawn deal is going. Look at that, jackpot jig. I'm impressed with this thing so far. It's gonna be fun when that bite gets going, because you get up early, you drive to the lake, you gotta make it there before sunrise. Find you a little wind-blown pocket that's got some shad spawning on it. There's one. Yes, sir. Oh gosh, what a nice one. Yeah. Come on now. Come on now. Get in here. Get in here, Mr. Low 3-pounder. Hey, jackpot jig down the face hole. Goodness. Let me tell you, folks. Hey, eat this thing. Look where the hook got him. Like that fish cannot come off. Ugh. Holy smokes. Big fan of that. Thank you, buddy. Big fan of that. I honestly would have put a VMC hook in my signature jigs. The problem is, a red line. The problem is it just jacks up the price. So if y'all click below, you'll see the jackpot jig. It's not a cheap swim jig. You can tell it's dang good. But the VMC red line really, it ramps the price up by like $2. Not that we're making $2 extra in profit. That's how much extra it is to put the hook in there. Just a more expensive product. So it is a premium swim jig, but let me tell you, I have been impressed so far. The hookup ratio is fantastic. I'd love it if old Big Sally moved up into this creek. Moved up into the creek. I'm gonna test it out. I'm gonna work my way back in here. And I can't prove that dipping my claws in orange is catching me these fish, but in stained water, I don't see why it hurts. It helps these fish find it a little easier. I truly don't think it's the scent. I think it's the color that does it. On the little orange tipped claws. All right, come on. Come on, turn me around here. Thank you. Looks like a place one would spawn. Maybe not. Come on, I can't turn. Totally should have installed my power pole. What am I doing? I'm a doofus. Because the wind half picked up. I don't really know what the forage is in here, to be honest. I've seen some bait fish flickering, and I would just have to assume there's bluegill. Windy, windy, windy. Windy, windy. Oh, that was a bite. That was a bite. I had a bite. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put the 6-inch Ocho down. Grab myself a thunder chicken. Honestly, slow rolling a spinnerbait would probably work today too, but I'm pretty sure I took that out of my bag when I packed my tackle this morning. Because I told myself, you're not catching them on that. You're gonna be throwing a frog and flipping around a worm for bedfish. But it's not seeming to be the case. Protect your face, Tyler. Protect your face. Especially now that it's windy. I hate getting wind burn. No fun. Yeah, I'm gonna tie on. I'm gonna stop neglecting my feelings. I feel like throwing a hybrid hunter. So I'm gonna throw a hybrid hunter. Because I can. Feels like even though it's post frontal, I should be able to burn one and get a bite. I'm gonna throw a white one. Red is my favorite for pre-spawn, but I'm feeling white, feeling sexy shad. It's funny, most pro anglers that I know, and I'm friends with striking guys, they like the hybrid hunter big one. And I don't know, maybe it's because I fish a lot of ponds and small bodies of water too, as well as big lakes. I just feel like the junior gets me more bites. And I've caught a 10-pounder on one, so I've got the confidence that goodness, oh, a stick. I've got the confidence that it catches big ones. But that's gonna be the problem, is we have a lot of floating cattail stems. And I'm assuming pad stems. I haven't seen any lily pads, but I'm assuming we've got them in here. So we've probably got pad stems as well, which is not gonna make the Weedlessness. Oh my gosh, no way. Second cast. Holy cow, second cast on the Hunter. I hope this is emblematic of what's to come, if that's the right way to use that term. I hope so. Get your face in here. Get your face. Yes. I told y'all I wanted to throw the hybrid Hunter more this year. So that's what I'm gonna do. And this guy choked it. Absolutely gobble gooped it. Where's the pliers? They're there. Where are my pliers? One hook and, oh man, I'm drifting into the reeds. Oh well. Oh well. Gosh, buddy, he's bleeding. That thing bleeding, cuz. Holy cow. Sorry, dude. Shouldn't have eaten the hybrid Hunter so good. That sounds like a personal problem. All right. Well, don't want to keep him out of the water too long. Let's get him back in, 2-pounder. Pre-spawn fish though, super thick. Super thick. Okay. Let's keep our pliers handy. Keep them handy. I gotta somehow get us out of the cattails without dragging too many of them. Okay, we're good. Hey, white hybrid Hunter, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Free ice cream. Free ice cream. Oh gosh. Backlash. Backlash. I don't know what this, oh no. Okay, we're good. Dragging something. I don't know what the settings are on this thing right now. Oh, they're fine. Not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure why I got a backlash there. All right, let's get to burning. Let's get to Burning Man. I just went with white today because the white swim bait was getting bit so well. Figure white's a bit more flashy in this slightly stained water. And with the sun out, I kind of want some flash. But I'm proud of myself. I'm doing better at trying new lures, not getting stuck, doing the same thing. It's one of my biggest goals for this year. Be a more adaptable angler. That first fish got me excited, man. I thought that was about to be a multi-cast deal. Yeah, we got cattail stems I'm grabbing. That should be a fish. Probably a drain somewhere out from this creek. Come on. Snap out of there. Snap out of it. Ah. I don't even know what this stuff is. Just junk grass down there. What a God, what a God. Oh. Classic junk fishing day. We've caught fish today on a swim bait, a wacky rig, a frog, and now a hybrid Hunter and a swim jig. That's 5 things. Have yet to do a Texas rig. Have yet to do a Thunder Cricket. But I think before the day is done, we will check both of those off. There's one. There's one. Hey! He didn't even touch the water. I yanked him right out of there. Thank you, buddy, Mr. Half Scoop. I wanna get you but not get hooked. Thank you. All right. Although I'm gonna call this one a quarter scoop. That's how small he is. Not a dang fish I'm proud of yet, man. Although that 3.5 was thick. And for that being my first or second jackpot jig fish, I'll take it. I'll take it. Bye-bye, blue heron. Nice to see ya. There's one. There's one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's the 5. That's the 5. That's the 5. That's the 5. Come on. That's a big one. That's a big one. And he choked the hybrid hunter. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Straight up biggin'. Can I lip you? Can I lip you without getting hooked? Yes, I can. Oh, yes, sir. Hybrid hunter in the face. I thought, you know what, this little pocket next to these cattails looks good. I'm just gonna make a small little roll cast with the hybrid hunter. And man, am I glad we did. Because look at that, hybrid hunter in the face. I don't know how well he was hooked. I guess the top hook here was not good, and the bottom hook was just underneath one of the gills, so just good enough. Yeah, he's bleeding, so we're gonna get this hook out as fast as possible here. Come on now, please. Please get out easily. That'd be so nice. That'd be so nice if you wouldn't bleed a whole lot. There we go. Got him. All right, I'm gonna hold him in the water. I don't think he's 5. I think he's 4.25 or something. It's kind of what I'm thinking. It's kind of what I'm thinking. Yeah. I do want to know though. I want to get my fish, my eye scale going again. I don't think he's 5. Little bit shorter than I would like. Let's see though. Yeah, I'm feeling him again. He's not 5. He is, wow, 4.19. I was close. Again, just a tiny bit over. Put my scale away. Hold him in the water again. I need to be cranking this thing pretty dang shallow probably then. It's on a bed. I mean, maybe a little bit of bloody tail, but not much. Not much bloody action going on here. All right, well, 4.19 pounder. Thank you, buddy, for biting the hybrid hunter and confirming my thoughts that they do want to bite something moving. So if I can give them the hunter and they're gonna be in the mood to eat it, they will. And that's been true. So let's go. Let's go. I'm going back over the exact same areas that I threw the frog. And they didn't come up to eat it. Now maybe those fish weren't even there. They weren't even there yet. That's possible. It's possible they are fresh fish that pull up. Thought I had my 5. Thought I had my 5. That's what I thought I had. It's crazy though. You can burn this crankbait as fast as you can. Gear ratio 8.3 to 1 on this reel. I'm burning it, and a fish is able to get it in its mouth. So don't think that you have to like go slow and finessey with your moving baits to get them to get it down their crunchers. No, that's not the case. Not the case at all. All right, a 3.5 and a 4. Can we jump step up to a 5 next time, please? That'd be nice. I hope to get out to a little lake in the bass boat in the next few days and fish the hybrid hunter around actual good grass. The lakes around me haven't had good grass this year. Hydrilla has not grown very good. I'm gonna flip the swim jig around these cattails up here. We got some good little edges and drops off the mud bank here. There's one. Goodness. Off the edge of a little, what's called a bog. It's just a mud drop that has a little underhang. That's fun. That's fun. See, that fish there should have eaten a frog earlier. So it makes me think that we do have some fish moving up as the morning progresses. Gosh, that jackpot jig gets them so good. Holy smokes. I can get 2-pounder. Oh, I guess I could have put the 4-pounder in my tournament. Shoot. Oh well. Can't win them all. Can't win them all. But I won that one. That was fun. One of my favorite things in the world is casting your cricket in there. You lift up and it is swimming off to the side. Oh, I love that. I love that so much. That is so fun. The wind has kind of died on this bank here. It's blowing, it's not straight down the lake, obviously, or else I'd be feeling it right now. Do 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 do. Now I didn't flip the jig at all in the cattails behind me, and it was real windy just a few minutes ago. It'd be tough to without a power pole, but I do wonder if there's some. I mean, if I caught a 4 roll casting the hybrid hunter close to the kayak, then I wonder if there were some jig fish too that had moved up to be caught over there. I want to know. Can you show me? Wish this place had milfoil or hydrilla, that'd be nice. But it don't. It's kind of shallow out here. I'm like dredging the bottom on my casts out in the middle. Yeah. Dredging the bottom out there. Darn it. Yep, this bank for sure here is a little shallower. It gets deep about 50 yards in front of us. So I'm gonna fish the jig up against the bog for just a minute. I do love this color though of the jackpot jig. The new bluegill color we have. Really slick looking. Really slick looking. Here's one. All right. Little guy. Swam out for it. Little single scooper. Top of the mouth. I think I brained him, so if he doesn't survive much longer, that's unfortunate. All right, I need a new craw, and I need more JJ's Magic. I didn't want to get too close to these cattails here. I'm gonna try to back myself out. I like the look of these areas. This area right here. Where, oh man. Whole combo fell in the water. Nice. Nice. Normally I cut down my jig trailers because they're too long for the average shank of a hook, but not the jackpot jig. This sucker is long. Okay, I got that. Can I please open it without getting it on my hand? Yes, nice. So far, yes. All right, claws are dipped. It got on my kayak, but it rubbed off. Well, that's nice that it doesn't stain the kayak. At least it doesn't look like it stains the kayak. All right. For sure, probably gonna stain my pants. I don't care what kind of stain resistance your pants got. JJ's Magic is a different level. There's definitely more fish shallow now than there were this morning, so I'm sticking to that hypothesis. That the cold front kind of just pushed them off the beds. Didn't make them abandon them, but they just weren't sitting right on them. But now they are. So they're getting back to it. They are get back on it. Get back on it. And I don't really mind fishing behind my friend who's kind of been in front of me the whole time besides this morning. Because this time of year, if these fish are just moving up, he fished this bank 45 minutes ago. It's totally possible there's brand new fish here. And we're not here when he fished it. Gotta love construction noise, you know? The sounds of God's creation right here. The noises of Adam and Eve in the garden. A nail gun and a scaffold machine, whatever they call it. Not a scaffold machine. The dang basket. All right. Put that down for a second. Pick up the hunter. Hunt around. Hybrid style. Surprised I haven't caught one. This bank is for sure deeper than it was 35 yards behind me. Figured they'd be stacked off the initial drop here. All right, a few prime targets here for the jackpot jig. Come on. Come on. We go through little dry spells. There's like 2 fish, 3 fish in an area, and then nothing. Now that's kind of how this time of year is. They group up in little spawn sections. I might go back in the wind. I liked how many bites I was getting in the wind. The bite is slowed to a screeching halt. Screech. Screeching halt. Uh-oh, almost hooked my toe. Almost hooked my toe. That was close. But we're good. But we didn't. So we're good. Hope y'all have enjoyed the video. I know I said the comment challenge. You know what? Comment challenge will come on the next fish catch. Because I don't know if I'm going to get my 5 today. Really expected to, but don't know if it's coming. I'm going to hope though. I've got hope it's coming. Still plenty of water to fish. But the big ones are being elusive today. turning into a beautiful spawn season day. They just don't seem to be doing the thing. Don't seem to be doing it. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna turn around here and go with the wind a little deeper, possibly swim jig, possibly thunder cricket, until I get back to the shallow windy section. Oh, look at them little ducks. Same little ducklings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. 8 little babies. Mama's got her hands full of those baby ducklings. The bite has died. That's crazy. I just went through a good section too. The bite is gonzo. That's mad on Forch, bro. Mad on Forch. All right, I'm not biting the harbor hunter anymore, so I'm gonna put a thunder cricket on that in a second. Fish a swim jig down this bank here, and then head back down a little deeper and slow crawl. Oh man, I got a wind knot or a hook set knot. Slow crawl the thunder cricket out deeper. No, don't do that. No, I got a knot. I got a knot in my line. That's what braid will do. You go back to swing. There we go. Got it. And this is just a perfect spawn point. Can't believe there's not one on a bed. Sitting on this point. Looks like it's got good depth. I think it's got sand. How are they not up? Surprising. Surprising, huh? Surprising. All right, there's a ditch running in here. I should catch one on this cast. That was a bite. Yeah, they're biting it. Must be small fish. Must be rinker-dinkers. Can't believe I'm not seeing bedfish. I really want to get up shallow and look. There's a fish. Not a big one. Come on, shake off for me. Nah, that's not gonna work. This jig hooks him too well. Get in here. Get in here. Just bigger than a single scoop. Oh well, he actually wasn't hooked all that good, but it's hooked good enough to not fall off. Come on. Where's the bedfish? I want to see one. I want to see one. Up in the dirt. Up in the dirt. I know there's got to be one. I need a push pole though. I wonder if they're spawning deeper. The bank line is just not that good for them, and so they feel the need to make a bed out in 3 feet of water out here. I could see that. I could see that. Just shocked that not many of these fish have a whole lot of sores or bloody tail going on. But a good day to be alive. Oh, hey, comment challenge. We caught one. Maybe even two, since I said that last deal. Comment challenge will be what, actually I hadn't thought about it. You know what, I'll give away a jackpot jig. Since I'm catching some good fish on it, and it's an expensive jig, we'll give it away. What's your biggest jig bass? There we go. Not a big one, but what's your biggest jig bass? Swim jig, football jig, vibrating jig does not count. Jig bass. And if you haven't caught one, that's okay. You can comment. You haven't caught a fish on a jig, but make the commitment in the comment that I'm gonna do it this year. That I'm gonna learn how to jig fish. And the good thing is, if you search Tyler's Reel Fishing Jig here on the YouTubes, you'll find a collection of videos I've made about fishing jigs, giving you confidence while fishing it. And I've even gained confidence today while fishing the swim jig. Again, it used to be just a shallow water, pitch it around, swim it by targets, bait. But today alone, I've caught the most bass in my life, probably, fishing it a little bit deeper off the edge. Just like you would a swim bait. Because it is meant to swim. And it's working. So that's the comment challenge. I'll pick a winner in the next week or two. I always post them on my community tab, and I respond to your comments. So be checking your email if you have those turned on for YouTube. See if I've responded. That way you know if you won, and you can email me that you're the winner of the prize. I don't know why I keep going down this bank. I guess I caught one, and I had bites on the swim bait, but I should probably go back down to the windy area. I think wind is my friend on days like today. That's what I'm gonna do. Right now, I'm gonna retie after this cast. All right, retie the, what do you call it? A hybrid hunter for a thunder cricket. Evolution dropped the new ballistics trays. They've got the terminal tray that's pretty awesome. They got 36 and 3700 sized trays. I actually I shot the commercial for them, so it was cool to see them before they launched. And dude, they're awesome trays. $19.99 for these. They've got a long metal latch across the entire back. It's super well built, bulked up corners, single hand latch. Water, they say water resistant seal. I think they just say that to like not get in trouble if somebody submerges their box for 3 days and some water leaks in and they're like, well, it wasn't waterproof. It's pretty much waterproof. Just like the old Busby or Bass Mafia boxes, but a little bit cheaper. And in my opinion, just as good quality, if not better. We got a lot of cool stuff for brewing at Evolution. Y'all can use code TRF2025 at the time you're watching this video. If you watch it next year, it'll be TRF 2026 probably, to save 20% on your order of tackle boxes, of tackle backpacks. They are a faithful sponsor of my main channel and this new channel, and so it'd mean a whole lot if y'all would go support the brands that support my my business. And if not, hey man, I'm just glad you're here. I'm just glad you're here. I tied the Palomar knot so bad. What in the world did I just do? Gosh. Holy cow. That was bad. That was bad. All right. I'm not used to tying it with the line to my left side, and so it just messed me up just now. Yeah, dang it, what am I doing? What on earth am I doing? Get the line on this side. Oh, that's so much better. There we go. There's the loop. There's the knot. Yep. It's crazy. I've got a specific direction I need to tie my knots. Got this. I got Strike King Scound Bug as the trailer. A finesse version of the Rage Craw, basically. It's a mixture between the Mock Craw and a Rage Craw. Look at that. Look at that little nugget of gold. Nugget o' gold. All right, I'm gonna go back down this bank here, back into the wind. And I think it's a 1/2 ounce, which is good. I wanted a slightly heavier one that would stay down in the column better. And I'm not usually throwing white till post-spawn, but obviously the swim bait, the hybrid hunter, and well, that's it. Those two were white, and they worked. I feel like I was getting text earlier, so probably from the wifey I should respond. Nope, not from her. Other people I don't need to respond to. Zinger. Let's see if we can't get ourselves some bigger ones. Chilling off the edge. I need to hydrate my lips here. Put some SPF 22 lizard lips on there. Lizard lips. My favorite chapstick. So favorite, I gave him a shout out for free in a video. They didn't pay me a dime for that. Hydrated the lips, now hydrated the body. And now I need a fish to hydrate the soul. Let's go, baby. Looks like my buddy over there's got one. Looks like he's got one. Looks like a 1 pounder. Maybe a 2 pounder, yeah. Might catch 1 or 2 down this stretch, but I really think I'm gonna get them once I get back down to the wind. I think the wind is gonna position these fish today. That's what I'm feeling. Come on, I gotta get a fish for my tournament. I gotta get one for my tournament. I'm gonna go to the place that's the best. Spirit in the sky. It's where I'm gonna go when I die. That song is not quite, well, actually it is theologically accurate if you have your faith and trust in Jesus, but if you don't, that's not the reality. Yeah. Come on, big one. You gotta be chilling off the edge. If you're not up shallow, where are you? Where are you, huh? I need to get out here next winter with an Alabama rig in my scope, and I'm gonna catch a big one. I'm gonna catch me a big one. I've gotten quiet, I know, for an uncut. That's rare. I'm just kind of tired, honestly. Just finished up the Bassmaster Classic all weekend. Met so many of y'all, had a great time, but I'm tired. I am tired. That's for sure. Oh, that felt like a fish. What I'm doing now is definitely low percentage. We already fished all the...
You talking to him?
I'm talking to my camera.
You had a 4.5 pounder when I walked by.
Oh, nice. Super cool.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. I guess one of the fish he caught was 4.5, so he's beating me today. Looks like he's dragging something slow. So, it's probably what I should be doing. I might go back to that on the bank he's about to hit. I may finish there. Dragging something. Although, you know what? Yeah, with how the wind is, kind of non-existent right here, I'm gonna drag that jig for a little bit. A little bit out here. Do 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 do. This place has got 10 pounders in it. Where are they? This is the season to catch them too. I guess in between waves of the spawn doesn't help. Probably. Probably does not help. This reel bombs though. Loose Custom. It's a Paramag RX braking. It's a radial system of braking where it applies evenly to the entire spool, not just on certain points of it. Let me tell you, it's good. Very small reel, like a 70 size reel. I love it. I love it, I love it. I got a reel slower. The wind's died a little bit. Not quite as strong as it was. I just told myself to slow down, and then I did a speed check in my head, and I was like, oh, I'm going way too fast. I'm gonna stand up, and I'm gonna slow down. It's also possible the fish have gotten smart on us. They've become smarty pantses because of all the lures they've seen today. They've seen a lot of lures. I'm surprised I ain't caught one on the Thunder. Wow. Surprised. Very surprised. I'm gonna go up shallow and fish the swim jig on the cattails here that I skipped. Gonna reel this up to the tip, because I'll be using it here soon. Swim jig. Get your swim jig on. Get your swim jig on. There should be bass on beds up here. That's crazy, there's not. Oh, that was close. Almost lost my rod. Good thing I got good hands. Call me Randy Moss. Straight bass, homie. As he says. I think that's what he says. I think that's his line. Okay. Yeah, the wind has shifted a little bit. It was blowing straight into this stuff, and now it's shifted a little bit. Oh, come on. No. No, no. It's wrapping me again. There we go. But I'm not a rapper. Just give me a big old thump and then have my line be slack, please. Oh, is that a fish? No, trash. Thought I saw a bass on bed, but it was just trash behind the reeds. This is the easy way to turn in place with a pedal drop kayak. It's just spin your rod tip. Come on, man. I can't believe this. There's not more fish that have slid up here to sun against something to get ready to spawn. There's one. Gosh. He took my claws. He took my dang claws. No. Spin around. See, the bad thing about, there he is. Gosh. He took, no, actually there's no more claws to take. The bad thing about this kind of deal is that I gotta rig up a new craw. I gotta get the JJ's Magic out again. Big hassle. Maybe get it on my fingers. Gave me two chances there. Oh, you might have given me a third there. Not sure. No, he did not. Shoot, dang. All right, well, can't win them all. Boo. Boo, boo, boo. Let's go ahead and get me a new craw, I guess. I should really keep those craws out. In my mind, I'm like, oh, I'll go a few fish without losing one. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Okay. New craw. Let's get the JJs. Please don't drip on me. Great. Give it a dip. Give it a second dip. Now we are good. Gotta be so careful with this stuff. So careful. Just watching how you're handling it. Always store it vertical because it seems like the seal ain't that good on it. There we go. There we go. Right up against the side of the reeds. That was fun. I was kind of hoping I'd hook one so that I could bring the kayak to the right. And he did that for me. Thank you, friend. We got males moving up, man. Males are moving up. They're sitting up against the side of the reeds here. Catchable on a jig. But where are the females? Where are the females? Or the tamales. I know where they are. They're hanging out here. I just can't figure out what I need to do to get them to bite. Probably drag a worm. Drag a worm slow. It's probably, I gotta go pawpaw style. I know. But I told myself that I'd fish a crankbait and a swim jig more this year, so at least I'm making that work. But I do need to be throwing a worm. Tell you what though, it feels good to set the hook again. You know, the whole winter you're throwing a jerkbait, not setting the hook, shaking the minnow, not setting the hook. Oh yeah, oh yeah, or is that a stick? Nope, not a stick, not a stick, a big one, a big one. That's the one, baby, that's the big one I've been wanting. Come on, come on. Come on. Nope, 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 nope. Oh my gosh, big one. That is the fish that gets me my chicken biscuit, baby. That's the big one. That's the big one. That's the big one. Get in here, yes. Let's go, baby. Dragging the jackpot jig out where the big one should be. Let's stinking go. I don't know if he goes 5. He's so close. He's bigger than the other one I caught. But he's long and skinny. You know what though? He's a good tournament fish. So I'm gonna go ahead and reel my jig in. Yes! Let's go. Reel my jig in, get my scale. I just have a sneaking suspicion he's 4.8 pounds. Long, but he's a little skinny. His tail is a little bloody. I think he's gonna be 4.8. There's no way. 3.59? No, no way. I do not believe that is a 3.5 pounder. Someone get me a new Rapala scale. This one is not, I'm not agreeing with this one. That's a 4 pounder all day. That's a 4 pounder all day. 3.66. Okay. Guess I'm just a liar. I'm your average fisherman, line up my fish weight. That feels so much heavier than 3.5 pounds. Oh well. Well, you know what? I'm gonna catch a bigger one than that. Man, come on. 3.5, 4.1. Can I just have a 5-pounder, please? Please? Pretty, please. I was like sure that was a 5-pounder. When I lipped it, I had doubts. But when I was fighting that fish, I thought that was the one. Dang it. Well, folks, can't win them all. Can't win them all, and it seems like my chicken biscuit does not want me to eat it. Does not want to be eaten today. And I'm bummed about it. That fish had a bloody tail. It was either on a bed or had been on a bed. Probably spawned out, honestly. Used that first wave last week to spawn. I'm bummed. Mega bummed. That was not a 5-pounder. Boo. Boo, 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 boo. Tomato. Well, hopefully y'all enjoyed this episode of Uncut Bass Fishing. We have a good time out here. Today was a bit slower. Still caught a decent amount of fish, but talking about my personality, I felt slower today. I felt like I wasn't on my game as much. I gotta get more sleep, and then I'll be wired next time. Oops, something just busted right there. Please be a school of bass. And they're all going down on my jig right now. Going down to eat it. Absolutely munch on it. Nope. Nothing there. It's okay. Yeah, the wind is just chilled. It was like gassing for a second, and now it's absolutely chilled out. Wonder if I need to get a worm out. Jake's caught me some nice ones. No, I'm gonna stick with the jig. I'm gonna stick with dragging a swim jig around. I feel like the jig gets a bigger than average bite, even though I know the Ocho was one of my favorite worms. Well, although I need some Ocho content, now that I think about it, stuff is busting around me. Yeah, you know what? I think I am gonna get the Ocho out. I think I'm gonna get the 6-inch weightless Ocho. Yeah, I'm gonna cast it around there. I'm all jigged out. Nah, that's a lie. I'm never jigged out. That jig's awesome, by the way. I'll have it linked below. But I'm gonna go ahead and get the Ocho. My brain's been telling me to fish it, so I need to listen. Listen and obey. Listen and obey. Like we talked about at the Bassmaster Classic Bible Study. You can't just hear God's word. You got to hear it, understand it, and then persevere through it. All right, baby, this is going to be the catalyst. This is going to be what does it for me. 5-pounder dragging off the bank incoming. I have no doubts in my mind. About to catch me a donk. Smash that like button if you agree. Smash that like button. Smash it, smash it, smash it. Let's get that thump gel on it. It's available in the TikTok shop. Just getting it all over my worm. Now I need to squirt some more on there and then use my fingers. Get my fingers thumpy. All right. delicious. Try to wash a little bit of it off before I rub it on my pants. Honestly, these pants are pretty stain resistant. Been a fan of these so far. I'm just gonna keep my kayak here by the bank and just cast out there, let it sink all the way to the bottom. That's the biggest key with fishing a soft plastic worm, is let it sink all the way. Do not be in a rush. Although I was at a bed right here. It's a white sandy area. Get me my flogger. I don't know, it could be a bed. Could be. And just work it like a worm. 1 foot lift, 6-inch lift, let it fall. Give it 5 seconds. Lift it again, let it fall. And the fact that it's weightless really helps. And the fact that it's weightless really makes you have to go slow with it. Oh, do I have a fish? No. Almost gotta like forget that it's even out there. Pull out your phone, text somebody, check your emails. Watch one of my videos. Just let your Texas rig worm chill down there on the bottom. The best way to catch a big one is to forget it's even down there. I really think the big ones are sitting out here. Like, yeah, I've caught biggest fish of the day on a crankbait off the edge, but I think she had just moved up to start sunning for the spawn. And the 6 and 8s and 10s are out here in the middle. I gotta get a brush pile out here. If I can put a brush pile on this lake, whew. Come summertime, they're gonna be in it. Biggest bass in this sucker gonna be on that thing. I wonder how big that fish was that I broke off on, because it was on the swim bait. It was a donk. It was a nice bite. No clue how big that was. We got some kind of Mario Kart song stuck in my head. Bum bum bum. Bum 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 ba-da-dum. Put my buff up, protect my face. Come on, fish, please. PLS. PLS. There's one. I'm gonna stand up for the hook set. I still got it? Yes, I do. Oh, dang it. He must have had it by the tail, because I didn't even get a hook in that guy. He pulled my pants down. See if I can get him to eat again. I don't think I waited too long, honestly. I don't think there's like a time limit on a soft plastic worm. I mean, eventually they'll swallow it, but I think with a worm and a jig, if you give them a second, normally, on average, that helps your hookup ratio. So, unless, of course, they are spawning and he picked it up just to move it off his bed and then spit it out. Well, Feels nice to get a bite off the bank. I've just got to imagine that's a bigger than average fish. That's sitting out here. Bummer, bummer, bummer that I missed him. Just gotta go slow. Slow and steady wins the race. Although I guess with this hook, I probably didn't have to stand up. Yeah, I'll try next time to gain mental confidence sitting down. It's getting pawpaw fishing around here. Slow and quiet. Wish I had some AM radio on. AM politics talk show radio. That'd be what pawpaw's listening to. Maybe a big one moved up there. They've just got to be somewhere. Oh, there's one. He still got it? Yes, he does. No! He took my whole worm. He took the whole shindig. Wow. That's impressive to take a 6-inch ocho. Very impressive. Makes you wonder if he was big. But I gave him time. He was swimming off with it. Guess you can't win them all. But I'm just going to use every advantage I can. Put thump gel on it. Don't know if that always helps, but we're putting it on. Especially on the area where the hook is. Hopefully they taste it and then they're like, ooh, I got to suck this down even deeper. That's the hope. All right, let's see if he's back. Wants to eat it again, right under the kayak. I have doubts, but we'll see. Kind of fixing an overspool I had here from a bad flip. Oh no, this line's got memory. It's too old. It's like 4 months old. I gotta put new stuff on it. I gotta put new line on it. Oh my gosh. Gosh, that was crazy. I don't know if that's this camera or that camera was able to see that. The fish that I missed, man, he must be on a bed right there. Missed him again. Absolutely shot up and nailed the worm. That was fun. Man, when they get in these reeds in this lake, the flipping bite's gonna be pretty nutty. Pretty nutty fun. I really think though that fishing a weightless soft plastic or just barely weighted during the springtime is better than flipping around a 1/4 ounce, 1/2 ounce. Better than punching. Just being as subtle as you can be around this stuff, I think is beneficial. That's crazy. I was over that fish when he bit. Wonder if he'd bite a 3rd time. That was nuts. I actually hooked him that time though. So, probably not. Although kind of worth a shot. Yeah, I don't know why I wouldn't make a cast back there. He ain't biting no more. It's under heavy rain. I'm just shocked how slow the bites got. I guess we've both fished these banks 4 times each today, so these fish have gotten a little smart, but they should be moving up. Should be more fish to replace them up in this shallow stuff. I just want to get one big fish. That's all I ask for. This Uncut's probably getting too long, but hey, sometimes I get to take y'all with me for 1 hour. There was one right there. There was one. And sometimes I take y'all with me for an entire day. Gosh, man. Want to bite it again, wherever you were? There it is. Under, oh, ate it again. Under the kayak. Wow. Must be small. If I can't get a hook in him. That's what the kayak does for you right there. You can be so stealthy. Hook a fish next to the kayak, lose him, make another flip, he comes back for it. That kind of stuff don't happen in a bass boat very often. There's a log here next to a thing of cattails. Screams high percentage pre-spawn staging area to me. Matter of fact, it's screaming, I hear it. It's screaming, high percentage! High percentage! Fish me, please! There's gotta be a big one I can catch, please. Please. There's gotta be a big one. There's gotta be more than this. There was, oh my gosh. What is going on? I can't hook him on the 6-inch. That's usually not a problem. I gotta give him more time, honestly. I'm getting bites though. There it is. Oh gosh. I'm a mess. I have no idea what happened there. Set the hook, give him slack, lose my rod, and then he gets off. I'm a mess right now. This is not my gear's fault. This is not that I'm throwing the wrong lure. This is user error here. I can't catch a dang bass. You need to take a nap and get back out here, because this is not good. This is not a good streak that I'm on here. But hey, the Ocho's getting bit. Can't complain. It's getting bit, I'm just not landing them. I'm getting tired and I just want to eat my biscuit. So, we'll eat it in the car. Even though I did not accomplish my goal of catching a 5-pounder today, which honestly I'm shocked. Catching a bona fide 5 last time. And a few chunks, like bigger than the 4.1 that I caught. I really expected the weather being better, more sunny, less windy, that I'd catch them, but once again, the conditions I think are going to be right. We're not right for the fish. Seems like the biggest bass more than often bite in just that nastiest stuff. Just the stuff that you're like, I don't want to go fishing today. It's rainy and cold and windy. Well, it's when the big ones decide to bite. And it was windier last time and not much colder, but a little colder. And they ate last time. They ate deeper, but I also had more swim baits. So, it's probably why. Last cast. want to thank y'all for watching Bass Fishing Uncut. If you enjoyed this channel, oh, dang it. Audio up there, or back there. Hope y'all enjoyed this episode. Oh, SD card full, uh-oh. Y'all want to watch my last Uncut episode, whammy. It'll appear in the corner. And if you want to subscribe to Tyler's Real Fishing, my other channel, it'll be up here on this side. That channel's got 20-minute videos. This one's got 3-hour videos. Appreciate you guys. I gotta head in, eat my sandwich, go see the wife and the kid, but appreciate you guys. Hope you had fun, and we'll see you next time on Bass Fishing Uncut.